Tesla just delivered a blowout quarter, smashing expectations and proving every skeptic wrong. With major updates that could redefine its future, we're diving into the one question on everyone's mind. How far can Tesla go from here? By the end of this video, you'll understand what's driving Tesla's surge and if it's still the right time to jump in. Before we unpack this pivotal quarter, go ahead and subscribe for more deep dives into stocks that are shaping the future. This way, you'll stay updated on crucial moments in the market. Tesla has just come off one of its most impressive quarters in recent memory. This wasn't about meeting numbers. It was about defying expectations across the board. Earnings per share shot past estimates by 25%, while the energy sector grew by 50%, racking in $2.4 billion. Automotive services, especially out-of-warranty services, also surged 30%. But here's the thing. This 8% revenue growth isn't the full story. It's just a small piece in a much bigger puzzle. Now, the real headline isn't just about numbers. It's about the future. One of the biggest takeaways from this earnings call was Elon Musk confirming Tesla's target for volume production on the Cybertruck by 2026. That's not just production. It's production at scale, and it's coming faster than most anticipated. Plus, Tesla expects a 20 to 30% increase in automotive volume next year, driven by new, more affordable models and an aggressive ramp-up of full self-driving, or FSD. As we're speaking, Cybertruck pre-orders are already surpassing initial expectations. With Tesla's Model 3, Model Y and Cybertruck dominating the top EV spots in the US, it's clear that demand isn't an issue. Tesla is on the edge of a significant growth leap. So, why does this matter for you? Because Tesla is setting itself up to lead not only in electric vehicles but in entire new markets. Stick around as the next part reveals how Tesla's strategic moves in FSD and energy will make it an essential player in tech for years to come. Tesla now boasts $34 billion in cash with almost zero debt, which is a rare achievement for any automaker. This cash stockpile is critical, as it provides Tesla with the flexibility to invest heavily in its FSD tech and energy sector expansion. Tesla's operating margin has jumped from 6% to 10%, signaling that the company is improving its cost structure and efficiency even as it scales. And in the energy sector, deployments are up an incredible 75%, a clear sign Tesla's not just an automotive company anymore. Let's talk about FSD for a moment. Right now, Tesla has the only market-ready, scalable solution in autonomous driving. Once the licensing model opens, other car manufacturers that lack similar tech will have no choice but to turn to Tesla. Imagine a world where Tesla's FSD becomes as universal as power steering. A world where Tesla holds the code that powers a global standard for self-driving. Despite all this growth, some skeptics continue to doubt Tesla's long-term viability. But this quarter's results put many of those doubts to rest. Tesla's stock surged 12% after earnings, and that's not because investors are ignoring the 8% revenue growth. It's because they're looking at the future. The Cybertruck is already outperforming expectations in pre-orders, and it's only a fraction of Tesla's upcoming innovations. With energy deployments expanding at record rates and FSD on the verge of disrupting traditional auto manufacturers, Tesla is poised to shift into high gear in the coming years. The next growth era for Tesla is just starting. Every sell-side analyst who's been downplaying Tesla will likely change their tune soon enough. And that's exactly when the value of this stock could soar even higher. 5 years ago, Tesla's potential was more of a concept than a reality. But the stock is now up around 900% since then. Those who bought in early and held through the ups and downs have seen massive returns. But here's what makes Tesla unique. It has consistently delivered, often outpacing even the wildest expectations. As an investor, you're looking for exactly this. A company that innovates relentlessly and builds generational wealth. Tesla's growth story isn't about small, quick gains. It's about long-term potential, much like the trajectories of companies like Microsoft and Apple. When Microsoft IPO'd, no one imagined it would be the tech powerhouse it is today. The same goes for Tesla. Even if you think Tesla is overvalued at the current price, remember that if it achieves its full potential as a generational company, today's price will look like a bargain in hindsight. Let's take a look at what lies ahead for Tesla. The company is already delivering on its promises. but it's about to enter new sectors that will define its next phase of growth. From robotics to autonomous taxis to expanding energy production, Tesla is positioning itself as more than just a car maker. Imagine Tesla controlling the FSD market, with automakers worldwide paying Tesla to access its driving software. And let's not forget Tesla's venture into robotics, which is only beginning but holds massive potential for the future of labor and automation. Tesla's goal isn't just to dominate one market, it's to be a foundational player across multiple sectors. This could bring unparalleled returns for long-term investors. Now, investing in Tesla means thinking long-term. Dollar cost averaging, regularly buying shares regardless of the price, works well with a volatile stock like Tesla. Over time, this strategy smooths out short-term fluctuations and lets the real growth shine. Don't stress about hitting the perfect entry point. If Tesla achieves its potential, minor dips and bumps will look insignificant in the long run. Companies like Tesla aren't short-term plays, they're about exponential growth over time. Before we get into the exciting details, let me introduce you to Moomoo Financial. If you open a brokerage account with Moomoo and deposit at least $1 using the link in the description, you'll get a chance to draw a free stock worth up to $2,000. But that's not all. If you make a net deposit of $100 or more, you'll receive not just one, but 5 free stocks worth up to $2,000 each. And if you're really serious about investing, you can deposit $1,000 or more and get a whopping 15 free stocks, bringing your potential earnings to a staggering $30,000. So, sign up now using the link in the description and get those free stocks. Now, let's get back to the video. So, here's the takeaway. Tesla isn't just a stock, it's a long-term wealth-building machine for those who understand its potential. From FSD to energy to robotics, Tesla is positioned to be a foundational force in the tech industry. While short-term traders will feel the turbulence, long-term investors will reap the rewards. And let's not forget Tesla's cash position and unmatched efficiency, which give it a massive advantage to seize future opportunities as they arise. With $34 billion on hand and zero debt, Tesla is uniquely positioned to push the boundaries in sectors that others simply can't reach, reinforcing its long-term potential in transformative markets. The next decade could see Tesla evolve from industry leader to industry shaper. So if you're in this for the long haul, the best might be yet to come. Remember, this isn't financial advice, but if you believe in Tesla's future, now might be the time to start or keep investing. Thanks for watching, and please make sure to like, subscribe and keep the discussion going in the comments. What's your take? Will Tesla hit $500 or even $1,000 per share in the coming years? Let me know below.